In this video, I'm going to show you what type of flowers, herbs, and vegetables I'm going to be growing in February 2019. I'm also going to show you how many vegetables you should be growing per person in your household. Let's get going. Welcome back, YouTube gardeners. If this is your first time here and you're a timid gardener and you would like to learn about different DIY projects that you use in your garden, or even would like to learn some of the recipes that we cook and prepare from the vegetables from our urban backyard gardening, then start right now by subscribing to our channel and making sure you hit the bell notification so that way you can get notified when we're doing uploads on our videos weekly. Now let's get growing. All right, for the annuals, we're going to start off with the barrage. I see a lot of YouTube gardeners starting this last year, so this is going to be my first time growing flowers from seeds, period. But these I got from MR Gardener, from Jake, from the MR Gardener channel, and I'm going to try these out. I am also going to grow these zinnias. These attract monarch butterflies, which my mom used to love, one of her favorite butterflies. Her color was also purple, so we're going to go with the purple prince. These get very big. And then we're going to also grow these cut and come along again. So these were, once they bloom, you'll be able to cut and they'll still continue to grow from there. I had the bad luck with these last year. These are marigolds. I'm very stubborn, so I want to at least get one good time of these marigolds. So I'm going to try these marigolds from seeds, and hopefully they'll be able to bloom. Marigolds are a very good companion plant for throughout your garden because it deters a lot of pests like aphids and cabbage worms and fruit flies and white flies from coming around your garden. So plant those a lot. If you don't plant any flowers but those are the ones to plant, are marigolds. St. John's wort. This is another one from MR Gardener, and these will be a very medicinal plant and herb that we would like to grow. The missus is going to start doing some home remedies for some of these herbs and flowers that we're going to be able to grow. Speaking of, borage are very edible from the plant to the stem, so that's a good thing. Esters are another variety that we're going to be growing. These are, this one is a China Aster blend from Botanical Interest. And these are the Sea Star Mix from Burpees. These are good pollinators to bring in different types of bees, hummingbirds, and butterflies, different types of butterflies, not just monarchs. So I'm going to be really intrigued to see how those go. Now we're going to go off to the perennials. These are the butterfly weeds. These are by Burpees. They attract hummingbirds and butterflies. This one is a butterfly weed of a orange variety. Kind of go with those. These are the Fairy Morse brand. And they have a special coating on there to help feed the plant so you don't have to worry about starting them off with any type of fertilizer or anything. These are Bachelor Button Mix. They will have a pink, maroon, and a violet color. These are also going to attract butterflies. Cone flowers. I love purple cone flowers. After they dry, the birds can eat the seeds from them, just like a sunflower. They are a good source of butterflies as well. Bee balm. These are from MI Gardeners again. These are going to attract the bees. We're going to put out a mason bee kit. You don't have to, with the mason bee kit or home, you don't have to worry about the bees stinging you. They're less likely to sting you than regular honey bees. And mason bees will also pollinate your vegetable gardens and your flowers more than what a true honey bee would do. Now we're going to go off into, oh, also the Black Eye Susans is another good flower that should have been in the perennial side. But these are good flowers to attract pollinators as well. These are from botanical interest. So I'm going to let y'all know how those get going. Now we're going to go to the herbs. These are stevia, I guess you can say. These are from In My Gardener. Once again, you can use these as a sweetener. You can dry them out and put them into teas, grind them up and put them as a sweetener. Lavender is a great smell to it. And once again, it brings out the pollinators, and you can use it as medicinal reasons for teas or just for soaps or deodorant if you make your own soap and deodorant. And then we're going to go on to the tarragon. This is our first year growing tarragon. We don't know what to use it for, but we're going to try it out. This is a Fairy Morris plant or brand from it, and so we're going to try to use that and look for ingredients and recipes to show to y'all what to use it from there. The Mrs. loves mint. I need to get more mint. If y'all would like to send us any mint, comment down below what type of mint that y'all growing and everything. But this one is a spearmint mint. It's a you don't want to grow this in one of your raised beds or your just regular beds because they're very invasive. They're almost like an ivy vine. You want to grow those in the planter. Calamine, this is a nice herb to use as well as medicinal reason. I think I said it right. What is it?
Chamomile.
Chamomile. Okay, chamomile.
Tea.
You can make tea, dry it out, and make tea from this. And this is a good medicinal and the missus is going to show you how to dry those out later on during the season once it gets going. Oregano. Oh, those chamomile. Chamomile? Mm-hmm. Is a burpee one. Most of these are burpees. The mint and the chamomile. Oregano is by burpee. These are very invasive as well. You don't want to put these in your raised beds. You want to put them in a container plant itself. I had this at my dad's garden. In my dad's garden is salvia. It's a type of sage. So maybe if we get another cat or another animal, that might be another name that we might name our animal. Who knows? Comment down below if you know any type of pet that we should have and what we should name it. This is a Fairy Morris type. This is going to be very good to grow, and it will definitely attract a lot of bees. At my parents' garden, if it was bees, was just covered all over it, and butterflies. Now we're going to go to the legumes of the vegetables. These are bush beans. Now, bush beans, and these are garden dragon tongue beans. They're a bush variety. For these, you want to grow anywhere about 10 to 20 of these per person that's in your household. Because last year we did only about 4 to 8 of these, and we wasn't harvesting enough to feed us. We basically had to harvest it and freeze them and wait till we got a bunch of them before we can even start cooking these. These, you don't have, for fertilizers, you don't have to do a heavy doses of nitrogen. Just do a particular potassium. For that, you can use dried up banana peels. You could do coffee grinds, which has nitrogen in it, but not as much. You could do also green sand if you could go to your local nursery, because mostly the big box stores won't have green sand. Seaweed, you could use liquid seaweed or liquid kelp. Or if you have a fire pit or a fireplace, you can use the ashes in those and put them in there and mix them into your soil to help feed these. But the beans and your peas, which I'm going to next, will put nitrogen into your soil. So plant a lot of things that you want to feed nitrogen around those type of things. Next, we're going to go into the peas. The two peas that I'm going to be doing is the blue shelling peas by M.I. Gardner and the sugar snap peas. I love some sugar snap peas. I could eat these raw all day long. Mix them with hummus or slightly steam them. These are good. With peas, you want to use or start to sow anywhere from 25 to 60 of them, and the same fertilization of the beans applied to your peas. They will put nitrogen back into your soil, so plant them around things, around your vegetables that require nitrogen, so less fertilizer that you will have to use. You basically be allowing your vegetable be feeding other vegetables. For these, just use, like I said, liquid seaweed or liquid kelp to help produce these, or compost if you're able to provide any. Next, we're going on to the Georgia collards. I love collard greens. I'll put up a link above here to show you how we harvested the collard greens, and maybe I'll even link down below to provide a link to you of how we cooked it, a vegan style collard greens. These are for Fairy Morris. These are brassicas, and they're very cold hardy. That's one of the reasons why I'm planting these, because it's still kind of cold, and it only takes about 2 months to 60 to 70 days for it to be ready to be picked. So by the time it starts getting warm in March, we'll be able to harvest them again, go from there. Next, we're going to okra. I don't know what southerner doesn't like okra. If they're from the South, they have to like okra, or they're not true southerners. This one is from M.I. Gardner. These are the red burgundy okra. I think these will go well with the purple theme that we're going throughout our garden. With these okras, you want to grow anywhere to about 6 to 8 per person in your family household. For the fertilizer for this, you want to use a well-blended fertilizer, anywhere from no more than a 10-10-10 NPK ratio for your fertilizer, or you can just do a regular compost if you do your own compost. These are the okra Clemson spineless one. These are the standard ones that you mostly see in your stores. Once again, 6 to 8 per person in your household. Compost or a regular blend, no higher than a 10-10-10 for your fertilizer. These are artichokes. These are the green globe. These are the standard ones that you see in your grocery store. They probably range anywhere from $3 to $4 per artichokes. With ours, for this whole package of 400 milligrams, is less than that. You want to grow anywhere from 2 to 4 of these per person in your household. Standard fertilization is just a regular standard, either compost or a mixed blend of no higher than a 10-10-10 fertilizer. Next, the last ones we're gonna hit is the kale. We have the red Russian kale by Fairy Morris, the Lacento kale, which is also known as the dinosaur kale. This is by Burpee. Then the last two are from M.I. Gardner. These are the blue Scotch curly kale and the red or the purple scarlet kale. With the kale, you want to grow anywhere from about 4 of these per family or per person in your family. And these are heavy feeders, so you want to do a lot of compost for fertilization with these, and that will help build up the root of these. These are very good. If you don't like spinach, these are a good alternate for spinach, and when you cook them down, they don't shrivel up as bad as spinach. We would like to know what you're growing, and so comment down below to let us know what are you growing for the month of February 2019. If you have a friend or family member that would like to start their own backyard garden, share this video with them so that way they will have an idea of what to start for the month of February. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Also, make sure you hit the bell notification so that way you know when we're going to be uploading a video. We try to upload these videos weekly, so you don't want to miss out on any videos that we put out to y'all. And as always, let's continue to grow together.